Hello there, my name is Skull and welcome back to Stygian Reign of the Old Ones. We did quite a few things last time again. We're always doing a lot of things with this playthrough, of course. But we follow the lead of Wilkins. We did a couple of things here with the stabber in the dark alleys. We got into the room 303 and found some information. Thanks by essentially beating Carrie and Jack in a battle of drunkenness. Found about some unsent letters over at the Arkham post, which led us to believe that the Boston Rejects, the part that Julian and his friends were doing, they were doing it with gold, or they had done something with gold apparently. And we also found out about Megadeth Horatio. We learned a little bit about him, and he told us that he might know something about Julian's murder, but will share the information only if we find a way inside the clubhouse to the wax space. So we're going to, of course, continue to lead on Dark Alleys, but I'm thinking we'll also start on the possible exit lead, following the Whisper in the Darkness stuff, and getting information on whether we know where the conductor is and transmitter. Of course, we need to visit Victor Dimitrescu's house, which is in French Hill. Now, unfortunately, we're also a little bit exhausted, so I think before we do any... So I think what we'll do is visit, we'll go to the old eel house and get a room to sleep in, because we are tired. We are exhausted, we need to grab some sleep, so... Alright, what is it, Carnuto? I want to rest in the attic. Of course, I hope you enjoy our special suite, the Royal Attic. He guggles for a while. After getting no response from you, he quickly gets down to business. 46, Cornuto, and make it quick. Here you go. And with that, we'll take a nap inside here. How do you get in? Every time. So we're gonna rest here. So we'll do the stuff. We will do physical exercise, gamble a bit, and do some reconnaissance. Our dog will keep watch and do physical exercise, and we will do medical research on what? General or raw opium? We'll do general medical, and we will scout and rest. Plan and learn for a specimen jar. Gained 5 sanity from rest, gain 1 sanity and 1 temporary damage resistance through exercise. Lucky game, gained 14/6 by gambling, investigated the surroundings for concepts of the area. Gained 3 sanity and 12 health for some rest. Kept watch while others slept, rest was uninterrupted. Gained 1 sanity and 1 temporary damage resistance through exercise. Gained 7 sanity after some rest, made a discovery in medical research from a specimen jar. Alrighty, everyone's rested up a little bit. Good on us. That will help us investigate the areas, and if we ever get into a fight, well, we're recovered quite a bit. How much SIGs do we have right now? 199 SIGs. I think we should also sell our gear or some stuff. So the question now is this: which one do I go first? Because I want to go and help Horatio, because I don't think we'll be getting any information on this gold until we ask more questions. I don't think Wilkins is any lead. We need to find where Keelan is, so let's... Apologies, I think we will just go to the clubhouse. Maybe the clubhouse might have something we know. Do 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 do. Underground to... Oh shit, we're in darkness. Okay, gotta go back. Mr. we get to XP. So as far as I know, darkness is gonna cause a problem. I believe, if I'm correct, darkness will suffer as penalties. It's best we grab some light. I think the only person who might know anything about getting some light is the guy who sells stuff near here in the main street near the hotel. So we'll go there quickly. I should have just gone French Hill, investigate that guy. Whatever. Oh well. We'll just grab something. Maybe he has a lantern. Maybe this guy over here. Best deals on his bills. We might have something to sell. And plus, you can also sell some gear we have. Hey there. So, you're here to buy something or just wasting my time? I'd like to trade. So, this is us. Can we even sell our $1 dollars for insurance? Nope. Nope, we can't even sell our banknotes. Well, let's see what we can sell though. We can sell some hats. We'll sell that hat over there. Let's sell... I actually don't have a lot of my ammunition, so we'll grab a lantern that... Wow, what the fudge? Gee, that's a lot of cigs. Okay. What to sell to him? I guess I'll sell gentleman's coats and another top hat. I don't really need those at the moment. Deck of marked cards. I'll sell a couple of 12 gauge. So our pocket watch, there we go. Alrighty, and in return I would like some bullets. Since I got a rifle, also I need some .270 ammunition. So let's see how there he is. It does, alrighty, so I'll ask for 4. And I'll guess, trying to think what I'm going to sell. I'll sell 1 medium gauge. I'll sell 2 medium gauge. I guess I can sell my Shiv. I want to keep this pistol just in case. We never know what we need. Okay, and with that, we'll ask for keep a couple of cigs, and there we go. Deal done. Good. We're done. I got my lantern. So the lantern is actually powered by something. So I still got a couple of things. Maybe we can sell the rest stuff. So I'm gonna go a bit on a selling spree, guys. I do want to get lots of cigs since we spend quite a good chunk on living, sleeping, and somewhere, you know. Hey Ratsack, I need to sell you some things. I'm gonna sell you some. I would love to sell you some cool stuff here. Here's a book of. What do we sell from? Also, 2 springs, broken globe. Oh wow, really? You're selling me bundles of. Alright, here's 1 bundle of cash for you. Nope, game. 1 empty syringe. Now, what I want in return. What do you have? A battery, a camera. Here's a heavy pistol apparently, uses .22 ammunition. I'll just trade in some cigs. There we go, we're done. Yeah, we know your Uncle Racksack and all that crap. So we're gonna quickly. For now, actually, I don't really need it right now, so I'll just keep it on hand, essentially. So, alright, so with that, we'll go to the club. We'll investigate the clubhouse for Horatio, and we'll see from there what happens. And I do believe we also leveled up last time. Yep, we definitely leveled up last time. I do remember that. So, whew, this is becoming a bit of a tough investigation, I have to say. Ration consumed. Winston, why are you eating my damn rations? Because I'm hungry. Okay, so. Actually, is this the house where we need to go also? I need to check. Ring the bell. A voice sizzles from the speaker. What do you want? I'm looking for a radio transmitter and a conductor. I've been told you might be able to help. After a few seconds, a buzzing sound foretells the door being automatically unlocked. It's surprising to see working technology in this ruined town. Okay, we'll go inside. So this is the place. We'll just do this and then we'll go down to the clubhouse so we can get some stuff. You see a middle-aged man with a strong aura of intelligence and discipline sitting next to some sophisticated radio machinery. He looks devoured by the effort he puts into these contraptions. May I ask who you are? I'm Roderick Terrence. Alright, Roderick Terrence. The only reason I'm allowing you to interrupt my work is that you've excited my attention with your rather interesting request. Would you care to elaborate? Let's just say I have a keen interest in radio technology like you. Is that so? Are you a man of science, Roderick Terrence? No, but it is my best bet. I see. Many people out there have invented pitiful things, simply to have something to hold on to. I apologize, but what am I doing here has real value to us all. Will you help me with the parts? Very well, sir. Your direct approach also suits the constrained time frame of my work. I may have a spare conductor on hand, but the radio transmitter is another story. A story that I may also have a role in. I'm listening. I placed an order for some radio equipment and other electrical parts not long before the event I now describe as a planar shift, a conjunction of the spheres, let's say. After the disaster, I was frightened and depressed as any other resident of this lonely town, but eventually my desire to continue my work helped me recover. Perhaps sensing it was my last resort, I returned to the lab after some initial measurements and tests. I knew I was onto something. I knew that I was on the cusp of a discovery that could help us all. But just like you, I found myself in need of radio parts. What happened next almost cost me my life. I headed for the Marsh warehouse. I knew that my shipment had to be in there someplace. It was the early days of Waxfix's rise, and the chaos in the street gave me the cover I needed to enter undetected. There were things inside. Fear expressed in his face. Creatures straight out of the folk tales of my childhood. Varkolak, beast people. After I had nearly lost an arm to one of those monsters, I decided to leave the shipment where it was. I cannot complete this important work without myself, after all. You see what I mean? Then the transmitter is still there. I heard that the warehouse was sealed, so in theory, yes. If you can somehow survive the Varkolak, you will find my shipment. He hands you the bill of delivery. This will help you locate the crate. You are free to help yourself to the transmitter, but please bring me the remaining components. They are crucial to my efforts. Where is the Marsh warehouse? It's in the Riverside district, an old brick building. You won't miss it, I'm sure. I'll find that crate. Okay, so it seems that the guy had lost a crate there, so we will do the Riverside. So we have Riverside, so we'll do that. But first, we'll go through here. Since we're down here, oh, best if we light the place down here. Oop. Alcohol boards. What's this? What did I smash this? I will smash my wrench. So, we got an open hole here. Where will it lead us, I wonder? Magnificent Horatio, you know. What? Don't you think that we should talk about what happens on our previous watch, I mean? Nothing happened in our previous watch. So, where is this? I discovered a potential entry to the boiler room. Inspected this godly arbor mod. Time to inform Horatio. Alright, so we're done. Alright, so we can just go inform Horatio that we just found out about some stuff. So, okay. Cool. That's all we need to do then. Sweet. So we can just go back. And I also don't need this thing anymore for now. The reason I'm using on equipment is I don't want to waste my kerosene. I believe kerosene is quite a resource not to waste. So, we'll go back and inform Horatio what happened. Gonna drink some water here. Oh God! What the? What the? Lucy's carcass? This horse's carcass has started to bloat. It appears it was savagely mutilated before dying. Jeez. I can't investigate it. What is this guy? His swollen eyes and the unending stream of tears sliding down his cheeks serve as conspicuous evidence of this burly man's ongoing despair. The carcass has begun to stink horribly, yet he stays put, enshrouded in his sorrow. Oh God, you've taken everyone from me, everyone, and now my poor Lucy! How dreadful. You have my sympathy, mister. William is the name, but please forget about this incompetent, pathetic excuse for a man. Looks at the torn carcass on the ground. Lucy was more than a steed to me. She was a dear companion, and now she's gone. Yet no one hears my cries in this godforsaken place. I would think I was a policeman. Pauses briefly, hanging his head in shame. Who couldn't even protect his own partner? Partner? People. They only hang you out to dry, throw you to the lions, sell you out. His voice gets raspy with frustration. People deceive. Lucy, she never disappointed me. She was my one true friend. I share your pain. Loved ones are the only things that are left to us, whether man or beast. Man, stick, of course. His self-pity morphs instantly into a fiery vengefulness. But they're dead wrong if they think I'll let them get away with this. I'll slaughter those beasts as they slaughtered my Lucy. He returns to his hopelessness and abandon just as quickly as he staved off. I failed to protect her. How could I be so negligent, so selfish? Weren't you at Lucy's side at the time for that? Yesterday I left Lucy alone and went to the bar to forget myself for a little while. When I returned, she was decimated, eaten alive no less. Oh, my poor Lucy falls into tears. You must have succumbed to a big distraction then, something that happens rarely, if at all. Or no, wait, no. Did you catch sight of the attackers when you rested the scene? I wish I hadn't. He seems to be reenacting the gruesome incident in his mind. I started running when I heard Lucy nigh in agony from afar. Poor thing. On the way, I fired all my raining arrows into the air. It was dark, so I couldn't see much, but they had the silhouettes of wretched, dare I say, dogs, and they grunted like hounds from hell. But one among their malicious pack was waiting in the shadows, a huge, hairless horror whom I believed to be the leader. That abominable monster waited on his subordinates to bring him the flesh of my innocent Lucy. In a sudden burst of fury, I'll rip its heart out, I'll venture into that warehouse and compel the grotesqueness to pay with its life for the pain it caused me. I'll be entering the place shortly and may need help facing that monster. You can come along. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful. You look like a fine gentleman. I'll do my best to not disappoint you. Lead on. Visiting request from the outsider. The outsider looks at the lifeless body of the animal named Lucy, then diverts his gaze to the weeping man. I can see that his love for the beast is turning him to a lifeless revenant, blinded by pure anger. To be able to feel such a deep affection for a creature not shaped in the same form as himself. He was not simply the master of this beast of burden, he was much more. I find it admirable. This type of bond is sometimes stronger than any other. So we can go to the warehouse, but we're going to have to do this another time, because we have the information for Horatio. We can deliver it right now while we have time. We'll go there once we're done with the whole, meeting with this guy. We'll see what we can do down there. Though, yeah, we'll see. So we'll work with the policeman. We'll take care of this issue. But first of all, floor number 2 he was on? Yeah, floor 2. To talk to Horatio and tell him he found a path for him to go. Alright, Horatio, poor lad. Did you find a way to the den of debauchery? I did. Finally. Tell me about it. Tell me about the underground entrance. Excuse me. He carefully listens to your directions. Then into the dragon's den I go. I owe you, sir. Now let me think about the places I pass while following the shadows. Listen to Horatio and take the notes on your map. After some adjusted calculations, you finally have a potential lead on the location of the murderers. Thank you, Horatio. Never with you anymore. The drill in the plan to face this sworn enemy has taken over completely. Goliath, I'm coming for you. David is coming to slay you. He moves to the door. Hey, wait. Man's gone. So. Alright, we filled out stuff in inform Horatio, so now we got to go to the House of Spectres. It seems the killer, or killers, has supernatural roots. I have been told that some kind of shadow beings are committing the murder. Witnesses claim these spectres withdraw to a certain house near the borderland west of Arkham. I've marked this house on my map. It's finally time to confront them. Well, the question is this: should we confront them now, or do you do the warehouse first? That's the question I have to ask. I'll go over there. Just trying to consider the options here. So the house. So we'll go over here. So here's the marsh imports. Well, we gotta go in here at some point, so I'm gonna quickly do a quick save just in case. You never know what happens, and we'll go in. All saves also, sweet. Corn, wheat, canned pumpkin, tea, canned spaghetti. Create a shield shut. Need a crowbar. I don't have a crowbar yet, because I've got to buy one. Specimen jar. Lab table. Equip the doubles rate of unlocking new bestiary hints. Well. Alcohol, anti-ball, ball of clean water, can of kerosene, empty syringes. Hey, can of kerosene, so we get a little bit more kerosene to use. We don't have formaldehyde though, so... Well, alrighty. Let's go into the den of whatever the thing is going to be on the other side. Hanger A, and we will equip our... So we're going to equip our barrel over there. And we'll have this guy maybe carry the lantern for us. Okay, probably don't have a sight. Alright, so we'll have to equip something else then. So, let's instead grab... And let's use the Agent W45 revolver. We only got a couple of bullets, so, well... More equipment. Oh crap, monsters. Struggle begins. So, oh, we change equipment there, it's gonna be bad. Alright, so, we're gonna focus actually. We're gonna go for focus action. So we're gonna let them get closer, because we're all about mostly range and melee except for our dog. Okay, our dog, we'll set him over there, and we'll defend. Quick spells, let's do Spit of All. Oh, we don't have the range, so we'll just also defend. Policeman. Can you shoot? Good graze. Alright, just a little bit of a graze. New turn begins. Alrighty, who goes first? Okay, those guys. Again, crap. Oi! You! What are you doing? Alright, well, we're gonna shoot them. Blimp. And plimp. Winston. Bite. Bite. And he's our great fighter here, so... Thank God for the lamp. For the lantern, actually, that's very helpful. Alright, strike him with all your might. And defend. You need it. Oi! What do you think you're doing, eh? Alright. Switch to your baton. Beat the crap out of this guy. Come on. Come on, police officer, you can do it. Good job. We're gonna set you in defense now. Alright, new turn begins. Susan, okay, again, the two guys. Oh no. Oh, Winston, no! Oh no, critical hit! Oh, damn you! You assholes! No, he's bleeding. Oh crap, Winston. No, Winston. My companion. Ooh, good job. Strike him again. There we go. That brought him down. Defend. Winston, he's bleeding out now. Oh no. Another one's gonna go down. You're gonna move him over there. Shoot. New turn begins. Oh no, he's going again. Please, not my. Now you attack the police officer? Oh, come on, man. Take a break. Winston, you know what to do. Bite him in the back. Good hit. Good rear attack. Strike him again. And strike him again. Outsider. There we go. All are dead. And thankfully we have a lantern. Skull, some meat, we got some angst also. Okay, we're done with that. So, poor Winston. We got do we have bandages at least? And I guess we can give him a motion. No, we need to heal him up. So. How do we heal him up? That's the question. Do I have anything that I can heal him up with? Or would it literally just have nothing? Alright, well, I guess I'll use some drinking water on him. Okay. Well, if our dog is injured as hell, we got rid of one set of monsters, at least. Got some components here. Oh god, there's like some merger to happen over there. Crate sealed shut. Dead Man's Moon, lots of cigs. It seemed my layabout cousin Marino finally made himself useful in Arkham, while you were still struggling to get a wiggle on a provenance. Marino set up shop selling hooch with his life from some low-red speakeasy. The bulls down there are so blind he's ready to arrange a network of small boats to bring the goods in via the Michigan River, direct from Kingsport. So you better get your ass to Arkham immediately on the next train. Last but not least, the family's sending a goon called Waxface to help out with some dirty work. I hate having that cold-blooded son of a bitch around, but in the old tube. So it seems that Marino might actually know Waxface quite well, actually. Probably like his contract, so that's an interesting bit of information to learn. Anything in here? Alright. Alright guys, so we just survived a fight. I'm actually going to end the episode here, so we can essentially continue the clearing a warehouse. We might go back and get some additional stuff, because Winston just took a hit. I don't know if they're respawning or stuff like that, but we will try to help our guys at least. But, thank you for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe down to the channel, and leave a comment down below. And until then, I will catch you guys later. See you later.